Henderson, who ended up being a national champ, had one of the greatest upset victories in the NCAA finals last year. So now you get to see this kid, Konner Doucet, out here, who pretty legit in his own right. Just couldn't make the team last year, but he got to learn a lot. Now he's out here getting ready to compete. And David Szuba, big things from him, trying to get his name on the map here. He's a win here would be nice for him for sure.
You talk about Wyatt Hendrickson, one of two separate national champions last year from these Oklahoma State Cowboys. An incredible season, Dan Hodge Trophy winner, and transferred from Air Force and took over this heavyweight role after back-to-back season where Doucet was the starter in this lineup. And again, I think the biggest thing that David Taylor had spoken about, and learning so much, trying to wrestle every single day in practice, a guy who is the best wrestler in the country, you're going to learn a few things to get yourself back in the limelight once again when you're a starter. Yeah, that says a lot about Doucet. You know, you got a guy coming in here. Doucet has been in the lineup for a couple years. Now you got a guy coming in and take his spot who's getting paid money. And you don't leave. He stays at Oklahoma State, stays there and sits a year and knows the future is going to be brighter because he's getting to work out with a guy like Wyatt. And now here he's in his back in the lineup, starting here at the heavyweight position. So we'll see what he's got. A two-time NCAA qualifier. And still nothing much here in the first minute and a half of this first period.
We're talking about Szuba here. His brother stands about 6 feet 8 inches tall, which is a unique height for wrestling. And I wonder if he can dunk a basketball, but you know, one of these brothers in our program here at ASU. So
he's on the right floor.
Yeah, right.
If he wants to do that.
All right. So we'll see what the future holds for his brother. But right now, we're going to need a takedown out of David.
Well, he may have two more younger brothers a part of this ASU program. He's one of 8 children. Wow. 2 older brothers, 3 younger brothers, as well as 3 younger sisters on top of that. And a funny thing was, Ben actually beat David in the maroon and gold matchups. David already had a pair of earlier matchups in the maroon and gold. And
yeah, that was more. He had to wrestle 3 different guys in that match. So I don't know how fair that was, but then his brother comes out and gets a beat on him a little bit.
I'm sure Ben will take that the next 20-plus years in his back pocket.
Yeah. All right, 20 seconds. Still no score. Kind of typical heavyweight, filling each other out. But these are both big athletic heavyweights. Gone are the heavyweights from yesteryear where they're 300 pounds and don't move much. Both look over to their corners. What do I do? So Szuba defers. Doucet chooses down. This is one of those positions, you know, it's hard to have all that weight on top of you. We'll see if he can stand up and get away from right away. That was an easy stand up. Easy points.
Easy escape there. First points here of the bout for Doucet. And last year, this heavyweight, it was all about Colton Schultz. NCAA finalist and 3rd last year in the NCAA championships. He's still around here in the program, preparing to possibly be a part of the Team USA Olympic team in 2028. And Zeke Jones firmly believes that he is going to be that man later on in a couple of years' time. And he's very much so helped Szuba get ready for, again, some of the top bouts like this one right here in the country.
Yeah, you know, Colton Schultz, he's got a great history. 5-time All-American, the only 5-time All-American we've had here at ASU, which, you know, obviously the COVID years through things, but, you know, he's still around the program. He is maybe our greatest Greco-Roman wrestler we've ever had at ASU, so it's nice to have him still around the program and still help these other heavyweights out, too, being in that room.
Colton's still not a part of the wrestling program, but actually a part of the cheer program right now. He's a thrower, and we'll see him a lot of the sidelines at ASU football games.
Yeah, you know, Colton is a smart man. Decided to join the cheerleading team and getting all the gear and having all the fun those cheerleaders get to have. So, got a single leg up. Szuba's still balancing. You know, you've got some athletic heavyweights that can still fight this. 34 seconds, puts his foot down, no takedown. That can be a little frustrating to have a single leg up on somebody and not finish it.
Yeah, under 15 left to go here in this second. We'll see if there's any final shots before we head into the third.
You know, those single legs don't come around that often, so you gotta finish when you get a guy's leg up in the air.
The only one escape for Doucet. As you look there at Colton Schultz, the only 5-time All-American in ASU history, 2022 NCAA runner-up man to the right, as you mentioned. And again, Zeke Jones is adamant. He is going to be the Sun Devil that's in the Olympics in 2028, and feels that the ASU swimming program has kind of been the start. Leon Marchand, who won multiple gold medals in 2024 with France, feels that Colton Schultz could be the guy for ASU wrestling to represent the Valley.
Yeah, we haven't had an Olympian in a long time, so it'd be nice to get Colton there, and it would be nice to get Zahid Valencia in there too. You know, they both have a shot at being our two representatives that come from ASU. All right, now we got to work on Daniel getting off bottom. He's got to get out and get that point. Does not want to get ridden out here and lose 2-0 riding time. He's got about 43 seconds to do that before riding time kicks in. A little spiral ride, kind of a stall ride, nothing big, not trying to really put him down, just clinging on top. Szuba with that quad pod stand up. He's got to get up, get hand control to get out. Hand control to get out, can't get lifted. Got to get back to his feet. Just that pressure, that constant pressure on top is what's doing it right now for Doucet. And you got to get all the way out of bounds if you want to get that clock to stop.
So an even minute of riding time right now for Doucet.
Yeah, you know, he gets this, he's got riding time now. You don't have to worry if he gets an escape, he's still going to win this match if he can't get a takedown out of Szuba. So we'll see. How bad does Szuba want this? He's got to move hard for 55 seconds. Oh, fakes it, Granby.
So the extra riding time above a minute, it's a guaranteed point if it ends at that case for Doucet.
Zuba's going to need this takedown. He's got to get away and get a takedown. All right, Szuba runs him out down. I mean, Doucet runs him out of bounds. Scores 1-0. There is riding time now, so it's really 2-0. Doesn't matter. Got to get a takedown to win this match. Szuba needs a takedown. 30 seconds left. He's not putting himself in any position. Takes a somewhat of a high crotch to a back leg. Bad shot. Gets run around. Gives up the takedown.
A riding time point will be secured as well as the takedown, and Doucet is gonna hold on to this heavyweight bout. There were chances early for Doucet to have an early takedown. Szuba stayed alive, but the riding time ended up being the difference in the final 30.
Yeah, you know, you get a single leg up early in the match, you probably know you can get that again. You know, you're kind of breaking him, and that was how he was able to get those, get his hand raised here.